Now for the show that's truly too hot to handle. It's The Melting Pat, and it starts right now.
You're listening to The Melting Pat. Here's your host, Pat Johnson.
Thank you, Jerome. Hi, everybody. You might notice that doesn't sound like Pat. Well, you're right. It's not Pat. This is his wife, Jill. Some of you know me. I don't care. Sorry, that was a little mean. Anyway, I'm here to do the Halloween episode for Pat because he's not feeling super well. He's coughing a lot. Anyway, we are going to talk about everybody's favorite part of Halloween, and I'll share mine as well, and a bunch of other things that Patrick, I believe, shared a preview of. Anyway, we're going to start with people leaving their lights on for safety and not giving out candy. This was the topic suggested by Pat. He talks about it every year, I think, and he goes on rants about it in the house. So I hear it more than you guys even have to. Okay, so our block particularly, I'm not editing that out. We are one of maybe 2 or 3 houses that give out candy on Halloween. There's lots of kids. We get a lot of trick-or-treaters, but a lot of people just don't celebrate, don't decorate, they're not home, whatever. But a lot of people still leave their lights on. One house even has a motion sensor light, so kids kind of get tricked as they're walking by into thinking, oh, they turned their light on, they're giving out candy. But they're not. And I get that it's for safety, you don't want people tripping or anything, but on Halloween night, on this one night, just turn it off. Or stick with maybe keeping your living room light on or something, some kind of smaller light if you can. Don't have your bright ass light out front making kids think, I'm going to go up to your house and knock and wait. And then they're sad and disappointed and somebody has to say, hey, I don't think they're giving out candy. Or we across the street have to say, that house isn't giving anything out. And that's pretty much all. Especially if your houses are kind of far apart and the kids had to waste a lot of time and energy walking over to your house. That's kind of a pain in the ass. Oh, I don't know if Pat's going to censor this one, if he going to put coins over it. Try not to say anything really bad. All right. Oh, people giving out pamphlets or stickers or pennies on Halloween. I haven't seen this in a long time. When I was little, people used to give out literally like 2 or 3 pennies they would drop in your bag. It was like someone's grandma. And that was always a little bit disappointing because it wasn't candy. But then we had a corner store nearby where you could get pieces of candy for a penny a piece. And Brian Amato, if you're listening, we talked about this in person last time you were here about Keenan's, the corner store, which no longer exists, where if you had 7 cents, 7 pennies, you go and you pick out 7 Swedish fish or like 4 Sour Patch and 3 Swedish fish or something like that. And that was super fun. So it's like on The Simpsons, when Homer's looking for food and he finds money. Oh, I didn't want food. I wanted money. But wait, money can be exchanged for goods and services. Pamphlets. One house in Bristol where we used to live gave out Herbalife pamphlets, the weight loss pyramid scheme. And that's all they gave out. There was no piece of candy attached to it, nothing. They were giving out to kids Herbalife pamphlets. The worst. Stickers are fine, especially because some kids are too young to actually eat all the candy, or they like to put stickers on their books or folders or phones or whatever now. And other kids have a lot of food allergies, so maybe they're disappointed they can't eat a lot of the candy they get. Which reminds me, I'm going to try not to get a lot of things with peanuts or peanut butter. I think I already did. I got Reese's Cups. We give out the good candy, the name brand with the chocolates. So, let us know what you give out. If you follow The Melting Pat on Instagram, Facebook, wherever else he has it, let us know what you give out. Show us, do you make up gift baggies? A lot of times I make up little bags with like a toy and a piece of candy in there. May or may not do that this year. But yeah, I like to put in like a sticker or a toy or something like that. All right. Oh, okay. So Pat posed the question for everyone. What's your favorite part of Halloween? So Ian, our good friend Ian, said pumpkin spice. I like pumpkin spice stuff. I know it's not actually pumpkin, it's the stuff they put in, like all the like cinnamon and stuff. I like the milkshakes. I like the like cookies and stuff. I don't drink coffee, so I don't do like pumpkin spice latte. But pumpkin spice like baked goods, so good. Horror movies, he said. Hoodies and bonfires. Bonfires are pretty fun too. Let me scroll and then Popclaw. Oh, he was just telling me about this band Popclaw from England. He said, my favorite part is where it finishes and suddenly it becomes all about Christmas. Oh no! You guys! Why does that happen and what's the need? Can't it just wait until December to show its face? Oh, okay. So they're saying slow down on jumping right to Christmas, I guess. What's the need? What was the reason? So thank you for that. Jenna said haunted houses and hay rides and miniature Three Musketeers. Now, why the miniature? Does the ratio matter to you of, this is a very autistic thing, I think, of nougat to chocolate? Because with the bigger bars, you're getting less chocolate in there in your bites. I wonder if that matters. The haunted houses and hay rides, absolutely hard agree. And now your kid, I know, likes all that stuff too, which is even better. And I can't wait to get Melting Bebe into all that. He likes spooky stuff. So once he's big enough that he's not afraid of sudden things, we'll do the hay rides and stuff. We're taking him soon to the pumpkin patch. And there's during the day and there's a little sort of a hayride into the pumpkin patch. And he loved that last year. So Kirsten said witchcraft and little kids in fun costumes. All right, that's good. Witchcraft. I know a few people who are actually Wiccan and do actual witchcraft. Somebody tried to do a spell for me when I was pregnant so that my baby will be a girl. That did not work. So, ho-hum. Ruin. I'm hoping I said that right. Ruin. Love seeing kids in cool costumes. Also, the decorations for Halloween are top notch. I agree with that as well. I like seeing all the kids with the costumes come up and seeing what the favorites are. And when there's one that's unexpected and I know what it is, I always tell a kid, oh, I know who you are. I love that. And the kids get so excited. They're so happy. And the decorations, I love the spooky, scary skeletons. All the scariest decorations are my favorite. But I just do general like pumpkins and jack-o'-lanterns so that it's not too scary, at least for right now, for our kid. Smelly Meatball. I don't know who that is. Smelly Meatball. The post-Halloween discounts on candy bags. That is always good, of course. I just hit the microphone with my glasses. We'll see if that sound comes through. We don't really keep candy in the house because we have a young child and he would just want to eat all of it all the time. And we're not doing that. Smelly Meatball also says, not counting the pandemic years, I think the amount of candy bags I or my parents have bought over the years to give out to trick-or-treaters can be counted on one hand. Oh no. Well, we've bought a ton of candy bags for treats ourselves after Halloween when those $5 to $10 bags start going for half off or more discounts. Yeah, the candy bags, I've looked in a couple different grocery stores and really small bags. I'm like, why is this $10 or $11? That's insane. And it's just for like small bits. But we kind of save up and we really try to give the kids good candy. We don't want our house to get egged, but I also want to make sure the kids are getting good stuff. That last year we did take our son trick-or-treating just to the couple houses on our block. And he got like really hard, like weird, kind of small lollipops, and none of it was chocolate, I don't think. And it just wasn't stuff that he could even have mostly. So we kind of took it like, oh, let's, sort out your candy. And I had to take out all the stuff that was like a choking hazard for him. He's only 4 now. So last year he was 3. A lot of stuff was choking hazards. Rez says, I won't give up my secrets unless on air. Okay. Candy corn and trunk or treat are loser material though. Wow. I like trunk or treat just because you get to decorate the back of your car. I've never participated in it. Our kids' school is doing it this year. But they're doing it like around, they don't have like a parking lot where they can do it. So it's just like parking spots around the perimeter of the school, which I'm not too thrilled about. So I don't think we're going to do it. But I like the idea of getting creative and opening up your trunk and making it like a big monster mouth or something. But I think I think it is better if you are in a neighborhood where you can do it. It is better to go around and actually just trick or treat. Drave? Is that meant to? Okay. Drave. Okay. Halloween in my town looks like it's right from the movies. Oh, I'm so jealous. Streets are packed and cops have to come and block the streets. No way. I don't mean the fall festival they do, but actual trick-or-treating on Halloween. Shit is surreal. Oh, that's so great. Oh my gosh. That's my favorite part though. I caught Michael Myers last year throwing candy from a scooter. And he shared a picture with us. Hopefully Pat shares this picture. That's really cute. It's like a Michael Myers. I can't tell if that's an adult or whatever, but it's like a cute little motorized scooter. Oh my god, that's so fun. And that's a nice surprise that the kids are not expecting. Because they're going up to houses and just someone just drives by and throws candy at you. Oh my gosh. I love that. We generally get a lot of trick-or-treaters, except for the first year of COVID. We literally got like 3 trick-or-treaters, and it wasn't actually even trick-or-treaters. It was people going to a party down the street. Like somebody was still having their house party. And as they were walking by, I was like, please come up, come trick-or-treat. Do you want candy? It was a little weird. I probably should not have been doing that because it probably sounded really awkward. So my favorite part of Halloween, I like being able to choose a costume every year. And I mostly make my own costumes or put together my own costumes. One year, actually 2008, I believe it was, because the Phillies won the whole deal. And we had to get home from the parade on Halloween. And I had to put my costume on. I was Raggedy Ann. I found like a blue and white floral dress at a thrift store. And I dyed my hair red. I've dyed my hair a few times for Halloween. And I found like a white bonnet and an apron. And I just used regular makeup. I had really pale makeup I could use to make my face a doll face. So it was like a homemade costume. And it was really cute and recognizable. And I loved it. When I was little, my mom used to make a lot of our costumes. I still have my little Tinkerbell dress, which was basically just a piece of felt that she cut at the bottom and put some gold glitter paint on it. And it looked super duper cute. And I had regular, like, store-bought wings, but she would always try to make a component of our costume because we didn't have money for the whole set. And Halloween costumes are friggin' expensive now. I was looking for my son and I'm like, I'm not spending $40 or $50 for something he's going to wear for like 10 minutes. And he's going to, I'm going to take it off. My dad got him a Spider-Man costume one year and he wore it for literally 10 seconds and then he was crying about it. And I was like, let me take off the mask and hopefully that'll be more. No, he wanted the whole thing off. And usually around Halloween time, our kid is sick because that's what kids do when they're in daycare or school. So he's only been trick-or-treating once. And he's still little. It doesn't matter. He doesn't need all the candy. But this year now, at 4 years old, 4.5 basically. And I guess especially because kids at school are talking about it too. He's in his second year of preschool. He really knows what trick-or-treating is. And he pretends to trick-or-treat in the house. We have little Halloween buckets and he comes up and has little toys in there. And he kind of does it opposite where he wants us to take something out of the bucket. So we'll have to teach him how to do it in practice. But I really love the Halloween decorations. That's Christmas. That's kind of my favorite thing about Christmas too. Now, at least as an adult, going around and seeing everybody's Christmas decorations. And when people overdo it, that's the best. There's a certain street near us that like everybody on the street does lights and things out in their yard and things in the windows. And it's super cool. And when Arthur's bigger, I'm going to take him around for a drive to look at Halloween lights, Halloween decorations and Christmas lights. Yeah. Now he's forward facing in the car, but we're going to buckle him in and he'll still be able to see out the window. I'm not going to those drive-through light things at the farms. I don't think I should have to pay to do that garbage. And I also don't like that people unbuckle their kids and let them hop around in the cars. It's not safe. Even if you're driving 5 miles an hour through a farm thing, it's still not safe. Keep your kid buckled in there. I think that might be all that we have to do. I told Pat this was going to be a very short show, and it is. I do want him to edit this and take out some of the dead air. So we'll see if he does. If he does not, suck it, everybody. I don't care. I think that's all I had to talk about. I'm sorry, guys. Pretend that you like this, or else. I'm not going to do this again. Don't worry. So, after this, the captain will drop in with an update. A Flyers update! Yeah! After the credits. And the closing song is not going to be the usual G-Love cold beverage thingy. It's going to be Hocus Pocus by Much Better, featuring Charlie Saxton. I know that guy. Charlie's a big famous actor now. And one time in high school, I acted with him, kind of. Hi, Charlie. And this has been a Nate Boylan production. Hope you enjoy it. Happy Halloween!
Hey Flyers fans, Mark back at you again with another Flyers update. Yeah! Woo! Guys, we are in to the second week of the Flyers NHL season. Let's jump in and take a look back. So last Thursday ended up losing at home 5-2 against Winnipeg. It was a rough game. The Flyers did not look like they were ready to play. However, on Saturday, they were still at home, then taking on the Minnesota Wild, winning that game 2-1 in overtime. The team looked much, much better. Vladar, I have to say, looks to be our number one goaltender. He appears to have taken over the number one role from Sam Ersson. It looks like Rick Tocchet has a lot more faith in him. So he went out, won that game against Minnesota. Then on Monday, again taking on the Seattle Kraken. Now this was a really, really good team. Flyers ended up winning that game 5-2 with an explosion of offense. Even Travis Konecny getting involved. A couple of guys going after Owen Tippett. Owen Tippett having a really good start of the season. Konecny did not like that. Showing some physicality right in the early season. I mean, we all know he chirps. He likes to get involved like that, but he was very physical, taking care of his teammates. You love to see that early on. Now, Thursday, going to take on the Ottawa Senators at home again. Then Saturday against the New York Islanders at home. Then they're going to be taking on Pittsburgh. You know, first game against the Penguins. Got to tune in for that game. Always a rivalry. Always hoping the Flyers take it to them because, geez, we just do not like Pittsburgh here in Philly. Then finally, on Thursday, going to be taking on Nashville. Gonna get to see what these Flyers can do in the second and third week. Now, as I said, the Flyers appear to have gone with Vladar as their number one goalie right now. Let's see how he does in this spot. We know he's a veteran, so I think he can handle the pressure. Let's see if the team can continue to get behind him. So guys, that's it for me here inside the Melting Pat. Now go crap open a cold one.
Jesus Christ.
Hi, this is Ozma.
Hey, clip.